So you've probably seen this meme already. It's going all over TikTok. It's basically where this Roblox character starts to run on a game called Mic Up with a song going in the background like, I wanna run away. So how this meme was initially done is by using a script. And if you don't know anything about scripts, well, it's okay because you're not the only one. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself right now, how do I even use this script? Well, to run this, you need to have an executor or an exploit, which you can use on both mobile and PC. So on your phone, go to my website, master63.com, click on this menu, then head over to exploits. Now, you can choose any exploit. It does not matter at all. So let's use Delta. Click on download. Now it will redirect you to a link vertex link where you can just click on agree, press on get link. Now you're going to be going through a couple of ads, so let's click on I'm interested. Now click on learn more. You need to wait a minute or so in this advertisement. Now let's go back, and as you can see, you can now proceed. Now click on get Delta. Now it will take you to this website. Click on download. Beware of ads. There will be a lot of ads. This is not an ad. Now go ahead and uninstall your Roblox. Once uninstalled, you can go to your file manager and you'll find your APK. Be sure that you downloaded this original Delta. Don't get scammed and don't get any viruses. Now click on it and click on package install. Click on install. Once done, click on open. Click on allow permission. Now while we're creating a new alt account, because we don't want your main account to get banned by an admin, I'll be answering some of your questions from my previous video. Does it work on iOS? Yes, it does work on iOS, but I don't have an iOS phone, so I don't think I'll be doing a tutorial anytime soon. Is it safe? Does it give you any viruses? Well, for mobile, most of executors are safe, but there are multiple executors which are not, which I'll be speaking about when I go to the PC tutorial, because PCs are more prone to get viruses than mobile. Now to do the I wanna run away trend, you need to have VC. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you cannot do it on any random server. You can only do it in Mic Up for now, and most of you already know the procedure on how to obtain VC. You need to go to your settings, then account information, then you must verify your age using an ID, passport, or credit card, I think. So I just switched to an alt account of mine, which was made from one of my fans. Thank you, bro. And this account has VC, so we can use it in Mic Up. Once you've joined, you need to wait until the game loads. Okay, so now the key part. In order to get a key, you need to either purchase one or get one for free. We're obviously going to be using the free method here, so let's click on receive key. Now go to your browser and paste in the link. Now we're going to be going through the Delta key system. Click on continue. Try to avoid ads. Now you need to go through all of these steps in order to receive your key, but I already got mine, so I'm going to be using that. Go back to Roblox, join Mic Up once again. Now paste in your key and click on continue. By the way, the key is going to be randomly generated, so not all keys will be the same. So please stop begging me in the comments for me to give you the key, because all of the key will eventually expire and all of them are different. Once you've entered the correct key, you'll see this tab on the right side of your screen. What you must do is go to my description and click on this link. Now copy all of this, click on this thing. Now click here, paste in the script, click on execute. You need to wait a couple of seconds. And here it is. It's going to be looking a bit weird on mobile, but it's okay. You can click on this thing whenever you want to minimize it. Now click on reanimation. Minimize the screen a bit because we need to see what's actually happening. Click on enable reanimation, animation list. Move this aside. You can minimize this one if you want to. And now you have this animations tab. And as you can see, we have multiple animations, but what we are looking for is the runaway meme. So search for run meme. Here it is. Make sure to click on the text. And now it will do the animation. By the way, if you move this tab a bit up, you can see that there's actually a speed slider here. So this is the same animation, but with a slower speed, exactly between 9 to 11 speed. Let's click it again. And as you can see, my avatar is doing the runaway meme. And for the twerking part, you need to search for twerk. And you have two options here, either ultra twerk or normal twerking, which was actually done in the video. And if you want music to run through your microphone, I recommend using another phone and searching up Glantis Runaway on YT, and then playing it through your microphone on this phone. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so now we're on PC. And do you remember me using this executor last video? Well guys, this executor is called Nezur, as you can see, but if you go to their website, you can notice that they have changed their product's name into Valix. So like on mobile, click on download now, click on Valix executor, go to your downloads page, and here you will be seeing a folder named Valix. You can right click on that folder. Now click on extract all. Click on extract, and now we can see that the folder has been extracted. Double click. Now before opening this, you need to turn off your antivirus. Not because this executor is a virus or anything. It's just because it's an exe file with an unknown publisher that hasn't registered this app in the Microsoft Store. It will deem it as a unsafe file. Now search for virus and threat protection. In my case, I have an antivirus installed called Rev Virus, but most antiviruses have the same procedure. You can go ahead to your settings, now to protection, and disable real-time protection. Now we can finally run this file. If it shows this on your screen, it's alright. You can click on more info and run anyway, because I've explained this before, that this is just a false positive. Now for the key system, you can either click on open link, and it will take you to the store where you can basically purchase a Valix key just by searching Valix, and you have multiple offers. But wait, hold up. Of course, there's a free version, which is this tab over here. You have multiple checkpoints, which you can go through and get your free key. But I've already got a key, so I'm not going through that. By the way, I'm giving free keys every time on my server. The next time I'm handing out 10 Valix keys, so don't miss out. I'll be pasting in the key that I personally own, and you can now click on enter key, and as you can see, you can now use the executor. Now let's actually go ahead and close this, because we actually need to load our game first in order for this to work properly, and of course create an alt account. Most of you guys have been asking me if this is bannable. Well, if you get caught by an admin, probably yeah, but Roblox themselves might ban you as well for a day or two, because they detect an exploit being used in the background. So just save your time and use an alternative account. By the way, Valix says that they are 100% undetectable, so I guess we'll be testing that out in this video. Once you've made your account, make sure that it has VC, and we all know that in order to get VC, you need to go to your settings and account info, and there must be a verify my age button right over here, but I've already verified my age, so there's no need for that. By the way, as mentioned previously, this script works currently only in MyCup. Now let's go back to our folder. Now let's open Valix. Now go to my description. You will be finding this script. Click on the link. It's a paste bin link. Now go ahead and copy all of this. Now let's click on inject. Now if you're dealing with some issues with injecting into Roblox, go back to your virus and threat protection settings. And if you see that the real-time protection has turned on back automatically, you'll just have to delete the zip and the normal folder. After that, go back to valix.io, click on download now and Valix executor, and just repeat the previous procedure. Now that we have injected it into Roblox, we need to paste in the script. Now simply hit run. Now this UI is gonna appear. You just have to enter the key, which is pizza, but it might change, so just click on get key and it will take you to their Discord server where you can get the new key. But for now it's just pizza, so let's click on verify. Now like on mobile, it's exactly the same. We have this, we need to click on reanimation, then click on enable reanimation and animation list. Now there's a bunch of animations, but what we are looking for is the run meme, which is right here. Now before that, let's turn the speed down because it doesn't look good with a high speed. Let's turn it to 9%. I'll be clicking on it, and as you can see, we're doing the I wanna run away meme. Okay, now for the twerking part, we need to search for twerk, and here it is. Let's turn the speed up a bit, and we also have ultra twerking, which goes something like this, but this was the original. Now to actually run the music through your microphone, you need a program to do that. So I'm using Voice Meter. You can install it from Google, or you can just download voice mod instead because it's simpler and easier to use. And if you're having any difficulties, you can just search for how to run audio through mic on PC and you'll find a bunch of tutorials. Now, if you are using Voicemeeter perchance, you just need to click on B1 and B1. Okay, so I see a couple of people here. Let's ready up the animation, run meme. Let's set it up for 9% or 10%, both works. Now, I'll be turning on my microphone and playing the music.
Catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes, even if it's strangers till we die. I wanna run away. I wanna run away. Anywhere else than stay. I wanna run away. 'Cause you and I,
Now let's answer one of the most asked questions. Is this executor a virus? Well, I can tell you this. Most of executors are viruses. I'm not gonna lie about that. Because most of these executors that have viruses in them are for free. And when I say free, I mean like you don't have to go through the free key system or the lifetime key system. Like take Wave for example. From my knowledge, most of the people that I've seen use Wave don't have any issues with their computer's performance nor their information stolen. Same goes for Nezur, which is now known as Valix. Do I recommend going off and starting to use random ass executors that you find online? Hell no. Always use trusted ones. And what do I mean by trusted ones? I mean those with users that have positive feedback. Now, it's not my job to convince you or anything, but of course you need to always care about your PC's own safety. So for that, you can just go onto Google and search for BlueStacks. Click on download BlueStacks, and once you download it, run the program. Now go to app player, and now you have a mobile device on your PC. You can go to Chrome on this emulator and repeat the steps from the first part of the video, which is for mobile. This will ensure your safety without any risk of damaging your PC. And if you don't like the mobile experience, you can just go to VirtualBox and download it. This is basically a virtual machine but for PC instead.
And yeah, that's about it, gamers.